You did well, Hawk. More than the Grey Wardens of old were able to accomplish. I will tell the Warden Commander of your service here.
You think the Wardens will give you a warm welcome looking like that? I don't think we're supposed to come back from the calling.
I must try. You've gained an ally today.
Why are you talking like that?
My head is clear now. Without Corypheus's call, I can think again. I thank you for my freedom.
I killed him because he was a menace. Not for your thanks.
I know. That's why you were the right one to do it. The prison stands no more. My gratitude you have for my freedom.
I said you wouldn't believe me.
When the Seekers arrived at the structure, this prison, it was destroyed. The Grey Wardens were there, but they did not mention this Larius. They claimed everyone was dead. And now you claim the champion was not only there, but defeated a Magister. One of the Magisters of old.
Left there by the Wardens themselves.
A curious tale. I wonder if there's more to it.
A small matter. The one lasting treasure to emerge from this? A moment together for the family. In happier times.
I can't believe that he did this. All this because of what happened so many years ago. Did Father think it was worth it? He certainly knew it was too shameful to mention. He was wise not to share it with Mother, or any non-mage.
It gets harder every year to remember what Father was like.
I thought he knew everything. You know, as much as he had to spend time training me, he was so proud of you and Carver. His scoundrel and his soldier. He'd still be proud, even after all this.
He did what he had to, just like all of us.
And I owe him so much. Both him and Mother. I wish... Well, perhaps it doesn't matter. Thank you for taking care of everything, sister.
You are not so different. Not beneath. I see so much of Malcolm in you both. Apparently, even in my dotage, I know him better now than I did at the time. He kept so many secrets. I may have been willfully blind.
How did you even meet? A Ferelden apostate and Kirkwall elite.
Mages were sometimes called to perform at the Viscount's functions. Malcolm was not what I pictured. So earnest, like he really cared about everything he said. Very like you. But it was so long ago. We have a new life, and we must think of tomorrow. Malcolm gave us that.
It's hard to think of how much we've lost.
Sometimes. But look at what you've done for us. Malcolm gave us the chance, and you're the one who brought us where we are. We all know that, even if we sometimes linger in a moment that is better forgotten. I've done enough of that. We are blessed, and should live as such. As much as we can choose to.
Travels? Mistress Amel just returned not long ago herself, I believe.
I'm so glad Aveline found a role in the City Guard. She seems such a nice young lady.
Prince. I told him to stay off the bed. Shall we take this outside and see if it floats?
Could I have some salamanders, please?
Don't do it. That's where the boom comes from, I think.
Could I have some salamanders, please?
Don't do it. That's where the boom comes from, I think.
I nearly killed an innocent girl. How could I be all right?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? For me? This could be you. You could be the next monster threatening helpless girls.
Anders, there's no such thing as a good spirit. There never was. All spirits are dangerous. I understood that. I'm sorry that you didn't.
Mother, but I've got to look after my needs first.
Did you want that?
Good day, Sarah.
I wonder if actually warring with the Kunari would cause as much damage as this disaster.
You're looking well, Sarah.
Years of nice, quiet anxiety. Gone. Along with a whole street.
The Kunari were blameless.
Right. A mad elf, pushed by zealots, likely hidden in the very groups I have to appease. The Maker has a grand sense of humor. And the Arishok. I suspected he had no plans to leave. I didn't know it was just as annoying for him.
Keep the worst of them off his back, and it'll be all right.
But that is the problem. It has already escalated, despite your efforts. A shame.
What happened?
A Kunari delegate and entourage paid me a visit. It was civil, tentative, hopeful. They left my chambers with precision, but were not reported by the outer guard. They are missing almost literally from my doorstep. What do you imagine will be the Arishok's reaction?
We need to get out in front of this, and fast.
I feel I've been trying to turn a stampede for some time now. Someone is pushing very hard. Speak with Seneschal Bran. Then you will see why I cannot trust anyone else with this. I don't know who would benefit from fighting the Kunari, but it will cost all of us.
Done.
You're looking well, Sarah.
You have information about the missing Kunari?
I am to help you, yes. Viscount Dumas would appreciate discretion in this matter. I would prefer that you were not involved at all, but that is neither here nor there.
Has anyone reported this to the Kunari?
Maker, no. I'd be signing the messenger's death warrant. He'll find out soon enough, of course. And when he does, the Viscount is rightly concerned that the illusion of peace will dissolve.
The Arishok is growing violent. He might want an excuse to end this peace.
I suspect that if the Arishok wanted to take over, he simply would. For all we fear that heretical Qun of his, its demands have done more to keep him in check than any of our efforts. Besides, would Kunari stoop to trickery? There is no precedent, but there is unfortunate evidence of influence on our side.
It sounds like you don't want them found.
I must think of what is best for the Viscount's office. Bringing attention to such an incident benefits no one.
You would do nothing.
The Kunari are neutral hostiles at best. There is no relationship to salvage by overextending ourselves on their behalf.
I'm having a hard time picturing the abduction of a Kunari entourage.
Unfortunately, they were not at their best. Their swords were tied into their sheaths, as I advised. It seemed a respectful compromise. Even I know you cannot separate a Kunari from his weapon.
I'm sure you have suspicions about what happened.
My concerns are well-founded. This could not have escaped the notice of the city guard. Unless they were involved.
Have any failed to report?
Several. You should start with one of them. Although where you find a swordsman so eager to sell his honor and duty, I'm sure I don't know.
The Hanged Man.
Hanged Man.
Even I know that. Right. Then you know what to look for. I can't imagine this has occurred without notice. There is always a weak link. Please keep this quiet. The Viscount is under enough scrutiny as it is.
I remembers to eat supper today.
I heard about Lowtown. I can't believe the Qunari had anything to do with it. They face so much hate. Has it come to the point where people must die?
I've got something to show you. Come and see. It's beautiful, isn't it?
You're much prettier.
Oh, you're too kind. Is it warm in here? Stop bubbling, Mara. I've spent the last few years restoring this. One of my clan found it in the Brazilian forest, we think. Poor Tamlin. We never found him. Just the shattered pieces of the alluvion.
What are you trying to do with this mirror?
At first, I just wanted to find Tamlin. But it's been too long. Tamlin is probably dead by now, if he wasn't already. But still, I know it can help my people. I can at least recover this one small part of our heritage.
This thing is what made the Keeper send you away, isn't it?
The Keeper wanted me to destroy the fragment I kept. She said our ancestors meant it to be forgotten. But it's a Keeper's place to remember. Even the dangerous things. We argued. I left. She's wrong. This mirror could teach us so much about who we once were.
Do you think the mirror had something to do with Tamlin's disappearance?
The ruin we tracked Tamlin to was full of traps and monstrous things, but we found no body. His trail ended at the broken pieces of alluvion.
What's an alluvion?
Long ago, the elves had a kingdom. An empire that covered Thedas. And every city had an alluvion. The mirrors let them communicate across their empire. But I don't know how exactly. My people have lost so much. We know almost nothing of the days before Arlathon. This is a piece of our history.
I'm sure you wouldn't show something this dangerous to just anyone.
It's not dangerous, I promise. I fixed it, or tried to, with blood magic. The mirror won't hurt anyone. But it doesn't work. I've tried everything, and I think it's because it needs to be finished with a special tool. An Arulin home. And my clan has one. It's been in their hands for generations.
But you're afraid to face Keeper Marathari again.
Exactly. You have no idea, the Keeper. I can't talk to her. We fight or talk circles around each other. She has a disappointed frown that turns your bones to jelly. Please, help me. You will, won't you?
I'll go with you.
Maseranas, I'll find some way to repay you, I promise.